Okay, everybody, what you do? What I'm working on right now, this is they call it a keyhole pendant. It's got a little chip there that I wasn't even gonna attempt. It's on the backside anyway, so I don't really care. But this is a really old style product that Shawnee people used to make up in the Ohio Valley, and it's carved out right now. I'm in the process of widening this hole out. Um, got a drill I'm using to get through this. I've done it all with stone tools, carving and polishing and all that stuff. It's nice black banded slate there, and you can see it's got some nice banding to it. It don't show up great on the camera, but it shows up well enough. Um, but it's very, very nice. I have enjoyed working this, and I have enough slate that I've got a couple axes to grind. I've got some chisels and other things, but I've got several original examples to work from, and so I have a collection of artifacts that I think I'm going to be looking at to do this in my own personal collection. So slate chisels and adze. But I wanted to talk about this because there seems to be some debate on what these are, what they're used for, and that sort of thing. But in my opinion, I don't believe this is one entire thing. I think this is kind of a multi-tool. The same way that we wear neck knives in our later time periods, getting up towards European colonization and stuff like that, I think this is kind of the multi-tool of the day, predominantly for working hides. You don't see them oftentimes highly decorated like this. This is just my own personal preference because I can. But I think this is a hide working tool in its essence. A lot of times they're fairly rounded, but you see a lot of times where they're the most polished is down here on this edge. And in my mind, that kind of points to it being used on something that is going to do that work for it. Rounded off, polished, that screams hide to me. And this was perfect. I was sitting there working on it, and I thought, you know what? That's just perfect for getting and working hides. This hole, I put on a leather hand strap and strung it over like you would a deer leg bone or elk leg bone hide scraper, and that would be perfect for taking the flesh off. You take and make a nice cut right down the middle of the meat of the hide, and then just take this thing and just work it off, or even lay this nice skinny part into a kind of like an adze handle and work that flesh right off. So that's what I'm going to be using it for, testing it out. I'm going to make 2 or 3 of them and kind of use them for different purposes and test them. But I thought this was a perfect opportunity to kind of jump back in because I know I haven't put anything up in quite some time. But I'm going to drill this hole out real quick and kind of show you the process of drilling with this stone drill. So I'm going to sit this down on the ground there and do the best that I can. I'm going to set you all down for a second. Look at that. Conical holes.